You ever seen a girl who's beautiful, smart, got options? Like tons of guys chasing her, but somehow she ends up choosing this one dude and you're just like, wait, him? Or worse, that guy's not even on the same level as the others. But still, she falls for him. And you're sitting there thinking, how the hell did that happen? Well, today I'm going to break that down for you. This isn't just some wild guess. It's stuff I've observed, gone through myself, and yeah, real stuff that guys experience but often don't even realize is happening. See, women don't choose guys just based on looks or money. Sure, those things help. They can be a bonus. But they're not the main factor. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to feeling. And that feeling is triggered by one thing: a guy's energy. Now don't worry, this isn't some spiritual woo-woo stuff. I'm talking about your vibe, the way you move through life, the way she feels when she's around you. So today, I want to take you deeper into how women think and feel. We're gonna get into why a girl can fall for a guy who doesn't stand out to most people, but somehow has this pull she can't ignore. So grab your coffee, find a chill spot, and turn up your headphones. Because this is important. Once you get it, you'll understand how to be the kind of man who doesn't just get attention, but actually gets chosen. Point 1. Women don't look for the most perfect guy. They fall for the one who makes them feel the most special. Let's get this straight from the jump. Women aren't out here hunting for perfection. They're not sitting there with a checklist like, he needs to be 6'2", ripped, making 6 figures, driving a sports car. That's all. Extra. What she's really asking is, does this guy make me feel like I'm the only woman in the world? The guy who makes her feel seen, emotionally, not just physically, has a huge advantage. When you're talking to her, are you actually listening? Are you tuned in, responding with something real, or just throwing out, "oh yeah," while you scroll your phone? When you make her feel heard, important, validated, that's powerful. Women are intuitive. They feel the difference between a guy who's just trying to win her and a guy who's genuinely present with her, a guy who's there to connect, not perform, not show off. So from now on, stop being the guy who's obsessed with showing off what he's done. Start being the guy who shows up with attention. Because that's what makes a woman feel. I'm safe here. I'm valued here. I matter to him. Point 2. Emotional connection beats physical connection every time. We grew up thinking women only fall for guys who are good-looking, stylish, built, cool. Then boom, you're in. Yeah, looks can get you in the door, but they won't keep you in the house. What keeps her around is emotion. An emotional connection is like the foundation of a house. If it's shaky, doesn't matter how nice the exterior looks, she's not staying. And this doesn't mean you have to be some over-the-top romantic. It's about how safe she feels around you. Can she be her real self with you? Without fear? Without judgment? That's where a lot of guys mess up. They think they always have to have the answer. That they've got to fix every problem she brings up. Be Mr. Fix-It. But sometimes, a woman just wants to be heard, to be seen, to be understood without being corrected. She wants a guy who knows when to talk and when to just be there. If you can be that emotional home for her, you're giving her something no other guy can buy. And bro, that's priceless. Point 3. A man with a strong frame who's not afraid to be vulnerable. That's what makes women fall hard. When I say frame, I mean you know who you are. You've got direction. You don't just drift. You've got values, and you live by them. But here's the catch. A lot of guys think being strong means being cold. That showing emotion makes you weak, that you've always got to act unbothered. That's not it, man. The truth? Women fall for the guy who's got balance. You've got drive. You've got a purpose. But you're also not afraid to say, "Man, I'm struggling right now," or "I'm scared of messing this up." And you say it without being dramatic. You're not looking for pity. You're just being real. And when you open up like that, you're showing her something huge. Trust. You don't just share that kind of stuff with anyone. So when you share it with her, she feels chosen. She feels trusted. And that creates a connection that goes deep. You can be strong, steady, but still human. And that combo, that's rare. That's magnetic. And when a woman finds that, she's not letting go. Point 4. Women choose the guy they vibe with on a soul level, not the guy who's perfect on paper. Look, man, you can have the whole package. Great job, great body, slick outfit. But if talking to you feels like a job interview, yeah, she's out. What she wants is resonance. She wants that unexplainable click. The kind of connection where she feels like she can just be. No pretending. No smiling through awkwardness. No faking interest. Just realness. And the guys who create that kind of connection, they're not the loudest in the room. They're the ones who notice, who pick up on the vibe, who catch body language, who sense when she just wants someone to be there, not lecture her. Women love men who understand the rhythm, who know when to be playful, when to be serious, and when to just sit in silence. And you can't fake that. You gotta train yourself to be present, to actually pay attention, instead of just thinking about what you're gonna say next. If she feels like her soul syncs with yours, that's a level other guys can't even touch. Point 5. Women choose the guy who stands out, who has value, not the guy who tries to be what she wants. This one's big. So many guys these days are stuck in "what do women like" the mode. They try to shapeshift into whatever they think she wants. And guess what? It turns them all into clones. Same talk, same jokes, same pickup lines from TikTok. But the guy who stands out, the guy who's different, who's not afraid to be himself, who's got his own opinions and doesn't just go with the flow, that guy gets noticed. The girls who actually have options, they're tired of safe dudes. The ones who play it too careful, too nice, too desperate to be liked. They're drawn to the guy with an edge, a backbone, someone who can say, "I don't agree," and still show respect. More than anything, he's living for himself. He's not chasing women to feel valuable. He knows his worth already. And because of that, women are like, "I want to be part of his world." You don't have to be a jerk, but you do need conviction. You need to stand for something, even if it means not everyone likes you. And that's where your real attraction shows up. So here's the deal, bro. If you want to be the guy who gets chosen, not just noticed, you gotta understand one key truth. Women choose with feeling, not logic, not stats, not resumes. The guy who makes her feel safe, valued, emotionally connected, and different. He's way more magnetic than the guy who just looks perfect. And the best part? You don't have to compete with other guys, because this isn't about being better than them. It's about being the realest version of you. Be the guy who's present, who's got direction, who's got a strong frame, but also a real heart. Who connects, who's unapologetically himself. Because in a sea of dudes trying to be impressive, the one who makes her feel alive, that's the one she'll pick. And not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Thanks for listening, bro. Hope this helps.